Latest developments now on the tensions between North Korea and the U.S. North Korea test-fired its missiles for the second time in 2 weeks and the third time in 3 months. Yesterday's test was reportedly a new type of ballistic missile, though the North claims it was a multiple rocket launcher. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo meeting with his Asian counterparts in Bangkok today, hoping to keep the pressure on North Korea and China, the North's closest ally.
What the U.S. is asking of all our Indo-Pacific partners, to maintain the sanctions that spur diplomacy with North Korea, to speak out against Chinese coercion in the South China Sea.
Now, Secretary of State Pompeo says the U.S. is ready to restart negotiations, but the North hasn't responded. The UN Security Council is meeting behind closed doors today to discuss a response to this latest round of missile tests. Eyewitness News Analyst Lt. General Reginald Centracchio joins us now in studio to talk about the latest ballistic missile test by North Korea. The missiles are short-range, General, but they are nuclear capable. Does that make it difficult for a defense system to pick up and destroy?
The fact that they're nuclear or non-nuclear has no effect on whether we can detect them or not. It has to do with the onboard technology, such as being able to send out different signals, several at a time, and have only one real missile. That's the challenge.
So it's hard to pick up whether it's going one way or another, really.
Exactly.
All right, UN Security Council, this is a violation of the resolutions. Sanctions have crippled not only North Korea but Iran at the same time. How does this impact future talks with both countries?
I think we've seen through our history that sanctions don't mean an awful lot until the people of those several countries speak up and make something different going on as far as the government's concerned. So I think the question is, sanctions, are they effective? In my opinion, no. It has much to do with the people and how much they'll be able to tolerate.
The North is claiming this is a solemn warning to the South. Are they trying to bully South Korea, basically?
I think so, but they don't need missiles. They have enough conventional artillery to be able to take care of South Korea, should that ever be the case. They're just trying to up the ante as to what they have in their arsenal.
By the way, General, a new Fox poll shows 6 in 10 Americans are worried about Iran and North Korea. So this week's activity is obviously a note to ease their concerns.